5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy new podcast day. It's 2017, a year in review.
It is.
I'm joined once again by Sir Charlie Hibbs from Stratton Oakmont. Charlie, how are you?
Terrific. How are you?
I'm excellent.
Thanks for having me back on the show.
Yeah, thanks for coming onto my podcast.
Yeah, thanks, man.
The Rob and podcast.
I really appreciate the invite, man.
And
no, we do have a guest, though.
We are joined by the one and only best team leader in battalion,
Hands down.
Miguel Haugen. That's actually Miguel.
Miguel,
I'm delighted to have you here today.
It's great to be here.
Yeah. We actually weren't planning on having guests anytime soon.
Yeah.
But Miguel just texted Charlie. He was like, "Hey, can I come on the podcast?" And he goes, "Maybe." Yeah. And then he shows up at Charlie's place and he's like, "Can I be on?" We're like, "Fuck it, I guess so."
Yeah.
I guess we're gonna have our first guest today.
Yeah, we had no real good reason to not have a guest.
Yeah,
so.
I'm not mad at it.
No, it's cool because we did plan on down the road having a guest portion. Whether it might not be every episode, but we did want to have guests. So you were, like I said, you're breaking us into that. So thanks for being here, man.
No problem. I've always been a strong supporter of the show. So
It definitely has. If you go back and watch the second episode, you'll see there's a part where I'm like, Miguel Haugen called us with actual notes on how to improve the show.
Yeah, you got a shout out in episode 2. So yeah, everything's doing well. Young John is back there, keeping the machine running smoothly.
John's struggle busing a little bit.
He was.
So I think it's okay that he doesn't have his mic today because he's not really feeling it.
I'm a woman beater, all right?
All right.
That's a long story. We're not going to get into that, but he doesn't actually beat women. Let's do our usual banter. Miguel, since you are our guest, how was your week?
Yeah,
how's
what's going on?
I just got back from Pittsburgh as of yesterday.
Nice.
It's
the Windy City.
It's fucking cold. It's not the Windy City, but
the Windy City of Big Apple.
That's right. Duh, Bears.
Of brotherly apples.
I'm not from Pittsburgh, so I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I know you're from Seattle.
But anyway, it was single digits every day. Like it was just freezing cold.
It's cold.
Yeah. So it wasn't bad though. Kind of boring like that.
What were you there for?
My girlfriend's from there.
Okay.
But I don't know, like Pittsburgh's just such a boring town.
Really?
There's gonna be a certain individual watching this show.
I know. Maybe I went through all the bad parts.
Who's gonna really be hurt by this? You know who you are.
Yeah, he's watching for sure.
Hey, Rob Valentine wants to know Mike Tyson versus Sonny Liston. Who wins?
All right, we'll get to that.
Save that.
Yeah.
We'll get into that, but save it until like the 35-40 minute mark ish.
We're listening.
Back up.
We hear you, but we're not there yet.
Balls deep into boxing talk.
We know you will. So continue. So Pittsburgh didn't really enjoy it. You know.
Again, I think I just went through all the bad parts, all the boring parts. I don't know. Like no one can give me like good directions or like I asked the locals like, what's there to do in this town? And they just sent me down the road and there's nothing there. So
hey man, go for a walk.
Hey, you get coming down the roadway, we get you going, and there's a little gas station up there. You talk to Judd, and then
where are you from?
I'm gonna go down to Pittsburgh, man. Like, and knows how people from Pittsburgh talk. I'll get you go down to the gas station over there. Yeah.
All right. Good enough.
Nah, Bears.
Big Ben.
Go Steelers.
All right.
That's what it was like, right? I've never been to Pittsburgh before.
Yeah, I've never been to Pittsburgh either. I don't know if I have any desire to go to Pittsburgh.
No.
Yeah.
Just drive the 4 extra miles, go to New York. Like.
Yeah.
Good enough for me. That's all.
What about you? What have you been up to since our last show?
I don't know. Dude, I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
How was your Christmas? Because we were kind of talking a lot of shit about Christmas.
Oh my God. Episode. Yeah. We actually, you know what's funny though is, so the last episode we pretty much just bashed the holidays. People really liked that.
Yeah.
We had a lot of people come up to us and they were like, hey man, I really love how you guys just shit all over the holidays. And we're like, yeah, we did too.
They're like, yeah, our holiday's going to be shit too.
Yeah.
I'm glad to know there's other people.
There's other people who didn't. No, it was fine. I had dinner with some friends on Christmas Eve. It was very quiet. It was nice. And then Christmas Day, I didn't do anything at all until later that night. And then I went and hung out with some people.
Yeah,
had a nice little quiet time.
It's not Christmas, but it's not a bad time either.
Yeah, it was just another day, man.
Yeah,
it honestly just felt like another day. It didn't feel anything special. It wasn't festive.
Yeah.
You know, it was whatever. It was fine,
I felt that way for like the last 10 Christmas.
Yeah.
Like,
that's what I said on the show. I was like,
holidays
feel like Christmas
shit,
a lot
man.
lately.
You know, I think it's whatever you make it.
I tell you what I will say though, the one holiday that never seems to let me down, but I think it's because I don't expect that much out of it, is Thanksgiving. I never seem to have a bad Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
because
I'm not expectations.
I'm never that stoked for it, and it's always like, okay, food, football, like we're golden.
Yeah,
like it's
a recipe for success.
It's hard to like because there's no build up. It's hard to screw up Thanksgiving. Like it's literally like, okay, if you have food and maybe like some family or good friends, like you can even have like a good Thanksgiving just with friends.
Absolutely.
But like with Christmas, it's almost like there's this weird thing. Like you feel like you have to be with your family. At least I do.
No, I think there's a stigma behind it. Absolutely.
And Christmas is like, it's the big one. You know what I mean? It's all at the end of the year.
Absolutely. And
Jim Carrey was in a movie about it. I don't know, it's a big deal for me.
Yeah.
I love Christmas.
We do like us some Jim Carrey too. By the way, this is super informal. So by any means, just join in whenever you want.
All right.
We're going to get to a guest portion. We're going to get to we address you, but for this banter,
all right,
do whatever you want. You have your own portion though.
Wow.
Yeah. So I hope you have some good material.
I was saying before the show how funny it would be if me and Charlie just did a normal podcast with Miguel just sitting here, but he never interacts and we never address him.
If he talks, we just doesn't even faze us.
And people are like, "Who's that guy?" And we're like, "What guy?"
Yeah, there was no guy in the video.
That podcast studio has been empty for 40 years. Whoa!
Shit. All right, so let's fucking dive into this shit. Let's start the show here. So, fuck. I'm like teasing my.
Do you want to dive into it? Are you ready?
I don't know. I'm like teasing my coffee. Like, do I want to drink it?
You have to wait 5 minutes before you dive into
probably
podcast.
Let's talk about the year, man. This is our year in review. New Year's pre-New Year's show.
So, I was thinking. So we'll talk about like different events and stuff.
Yeah,
like just some certain big events.
Some big ones. Yeah.
But initially, I was going to say, like, why don't we just, because we always open it up with just, like, whatever's going on with us.
Indeed.
We could just do, like, our, like, personal takes on the year. You know what I mean?
Sure. I like it.
I'll go ahead and go first.
Start it off.
2017 for me was a freaking awesome year.
It was good.
Spent 3/4 of it in Iraq.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people probably wouldn't understand why that was so, like, why that was such a good year.
Why that was good.
I don't know, but I had a blast, man. Like, I made a lot of good friends, made easily the most money I've ever made in my entire life.
I think it's simple. It's just a 9-month camping trip with your best friend.
Yeah, it was a good time. Awesome. I wish I was in Iraq right now. Like, work sucks.
I do too. Oh my God.
So cold.
Here?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm dying.
I was going to say it could have been.
I'm a desert rat.
Yeah.
I'm meant to be out in the hot. In the heat.
It snowed 3 times while we were in Iraq.
You don't remember that?
Yeah, at the beginning, but like it was never that cold. It just snowed.
Oh shit!
It wasn't that bad.
I remember it being pretty fucking cold sometimes.
I took pictures.
I just got back from Pittsburgh, so
yeah,
I know what the cold feels like.
He's all about the cold right now.
We were doing a PT test, and I said to two of the guys in our unit, I said, "Oh, boys, winter has come." They go, "Yeah, all over our face." In unison, they both said it, like completely unplanned.
That's awesome. That's great.
No, man, but 2017 was awesome.
Yeah.
Ever since we've been back, I've had a good time. I hung out with my parents right when we got back from Iraq.
Yep.
Went home on leave. That was cool to go home. It was a good year. Like, a lot of people bitch about how 2016 and 2017, like on like social media and stuff.
Yeah.
How, this is the worst year ever. This is such a shitty year.
You say that about every year.
Yeah, like people are just
consecutively.
People are pessimistic
for like the past 2018 years.
Yeah, I had a great year. I don't know about you guys. Can go ahead and elaborate, but 2017 thumbs up.
I want to know what people expect like out of a good year. You know, like what does the world have to do for you in order for you to have a good fucking year?
That's a good question.
That's a
great life question. Like what do you expect out of it? Do you have to like wake up and be like, yeah, man, 2017 was a great year. I got a blowjob every day. Yeah. I won the lottery. My boss didn't yell at me. My car decided to work. It's like a country song in reverse, essentially.
Chick-fil-A was open every time I went.
Yeah, my dog came back to life. I feel like that's what people like require out of a good year.
Yeah, I don't.
Or just maybe it's more of just you need more good memories and bad memories. Like when you look back at the year, you could be like, yeah, I went to Cancun and I didn't get robbed. Like that could be a good one. Or you could look back and be like, man, I got herpes. Maybe like it was a bad year. I think maybe that could work. But anyways,
never let the herps get you down.
Never, yeah, man, that shit just comes back with you. But how was your 2017?
No, I agree with Rob. I was with you guys. Like, it was a great year.
Yeah,
just a 9-month camping trip with your best friends.
Yeah, essentially. Yeah.
So much better than the field too.
Oh my God.
Versus training in the field.
Field sucks. Yeah, no, same thing. You know, obviously all three of us were in the same goddamn country for the past 9 months. I had a really good time. I got to go to a country that most people probably will never go to. So that was interesting. I could fucking care less about the goddamn history. I wasn't there as a tourist. I don't know if I would ever go there as a tourist. I would say I'm never going to go back, but that's probably not likely. No, it was a good time. Like, we just hung out and worked out for 9 months.
Yeah.
I have nothing to show for it.
I got
no gains.
I got a bank though.
Yo, the money was fantastic.
Saving that money.
Yeah, good money. Good money while you're deployed.
Good money, great money, young money.
Young money. Recommend it to everybody. All you viewers out there, go deploy. Great money. Yeah, great financial opportunity.
I hear Iraq's nice this time of
year. Just go to your local deployment office and tell them, here am I. Send me.
Here am I. Send me.
No, it was a good time. I had all in all, it was a good year.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like, 2016 was really shitty for me just because it was like my first year in the Army, you know, and like, I don't know. I feel like that's like a tough time for everybody. It's like, it's just an adjustment, you know?
It's a whole new life.
2017 was
a whole new world.
Shining, shimmering shit bag.
Yeah, pretty much.
A whole new Rob.
You are definitely a new Rob.
A shining,
shimmering shit bag of the man you used to be.
I used to be on time to work.
I used to go to work. Not anymore.
But a couple of the events I want to talk about over 2016, just like we had a whole bunch. There was 2017 was like the big year for women. Trump, It was the first year of having Trump as president.
Yep.
All the celebrity sex things, which we've beaten to death.
We covered it a lot.
Iraq, which we talked about a whole bunch.
We've covered transgender so many fucking times.
There's a lot that happened this year.
It was like big talking points.
Oh, one of the things I wanted to bring up
that
was kind of interesting for our perspective, because obviously not everybody was in a different country for 9 months of the year.
Yes.
But it was kind of like almost like watching a movie, you know, like things unfold because we were away.
Because we were away from it.
So it's like you just get like commentary on what was happening back home. You know what I mean?
No, absolutely. Yeah, like everything just kind of kept going without you.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I agree. Oh fuck! I had a point to bring up, but I fucked up the show.
Why don't you just?
Well, that's it. End the show.
And then get back at it.
That's it. They're done. Cancel the episode. Look how fucked it up.
No, man, but like,
yeah, it's fine.
Trump was you know how I said it was like watching it on TV.
Yeah, that was we did. We watched his inauguration in Iraq.
Well, like the whole Trump thing was like, I feel like that was like the big story this year. Like you didn't go a single day without hearing Donald Trump's name
in some form or fashion.
And that was because he was the actual president. It was such a big thing.
It wasn't just like he was running anymore. Like he won.
But we left when Obama was still in office, you know? Yeah. And then we came back, you know, 8 months basically into his presidency. Mm-hmm. And I felt like everything was basically the same except for like when I talked to people who like outside of work.
Yeah.
Because we're in like our own little bubble kind of when it comes to like who we interact with day to day.
Mm-hmm.
But like everybody is so pessimistic.
Oh, I know.
And like it was like we kind of talked about last week, like how much does it really affect your individual life?
Yeah, on your day to day.
Yeah, like I don't really like Trump that much, but like his dumb tweets don't bother me.
You mean you as Robert Reed, an individual not supporting or condoning any official stuff for the Army?
I'm Robert Reed and I like to party.
That's right. But I'm glad you said that because like since I've been back, or last podcast, you talked about how people make up these problems.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's all you heard was just people making up problems and blaming the president.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like they're saying that now racism's like legal and okay now because he's president.
Yeah.
Still not the case, by the way.
No. Still bad. Racism is still bad.
Yeah. The whole attitude, like this whole big social justice warrior, like outrage culture thing, it's really anti-humor. And the reason that reminded me of it, because you're saying like people are like, oh, like racism's okay now because Trump's president. I don't agree with that at all. But like I see like where like somebody who's super sensitive and like ready to be outraged by something would say that.
Yeah.
Because immediately when Trump won the election, we were joking with like our Hispanic friends, be like, "Oh man,
yeah, you're going back.
Pack your bags." You know what I mean? Like,
it was funny though.
But like we're joking around.
Yeah.
But like my point is that the whole culture is super anti-humor.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to go around and like I have my best friend in the unit is, you know, a Mexican.
Guzman.
Yeah, and we joke around constantly. Like he calls me like a Jew and I ask him to like cut my grass and stuff, like, you know what I mean? Like we're just joking around, but like,
yeah,
that's my friend. But like,
you wouldn't do that to a stranger.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that to a stranger.
Yeah.
And also like other people are, you know, they want to paint me as the bad guy when that's just like the relationship that we have.
Yeah. What's that? What do we got?
Shout out to Maria Valeria. Why?
Who is that?
Yeah, who is that?
That's my friend.
All right.
No, actually, you know what? Since you wanted a shout out,
yep.
Stop watching my freaking podcast. I don't want you as a viewer. Get out. Weird friendship.
Done. Dunsky, Dunyan rings.
Like this.
Out.
Our friendship is here and
gone. Cut in the middle.
You in Knoxville, me in Fayetteville.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ourville is better than Yourville.
Not friends.
Real quick though, we're gonna get back to this, but real quick, shout outs. Tyler Kragenbrink. He just wants a shout out. He like brought it up. He's like, I want a shout out. I was like, all right, cool. What do you want us to say? And he's like, talk about. He gave us some like really funny like bullshit topic. I was like, dude, seriously, we'll talk about it. He goes, no, don't do that. And I was like, all right, well, I'm still gonna give you a shout out. So that was for you.
He goes, hey, can I have a shout out? We're like, for what? He goes, I just want it.
I just want it. Yeah. We tell people every time, like, we'll give you a fucking shout out for anything. Like, there's no prerequisites. You can literally just come up to us and be like, hey, can we get a shout out?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Like, if you email us and be like, hey, can I get a shout out? We'll email. We'll say whatever you want. Be like, Tom in New York said he's got a big dick. Shout out. There you go. Like,
shout out to Tom and his big dick.
Yeah. Way to go, Tom. Good for you. You know, like, whatever, man. So I think that was the only one though. Hang on. And Mr. Pittsburgh himself, because he's gotten on us about it because we still haven't given him one. Mr. Ian Stinson. He is one of our big supporters.
Does he watch the show?
He does.
Oh, shit.
He does. So this is
see him on Tuesday.
This is for you, Ian. You're finally getting your shout out.
I want to have Ian on the show and just do a segment of just him talking shit.
Stinson's hour?
Yeah.
Like just 1 hour.
An hour of me holding up pictures and him making fun of them.
It will literally be a Family Guy, what grinds my gears.
Yeah. But Stinson will show up and just talk shit.
Oh, man.
That could be a great segment.
This is a man who has come up to me on multiple occasions that just berated me with the most creative insults ever.
Yeah.
He busts in the door one day, he just goes, "Oh, Reed, your chest is flatter than a defact butter knife. You look like a thick Kylie Jenner. your mole could feed a family of 4.
He's great, man.
Last
he's so
creative. Bird.
He's so fucking creative. So he's a huge Steelers fan. He's from Pittsburgh. He loves the Steelers. So I'll go up to him every now and then, and no matter what it's about, like he'll be like talking about anything. I'll just be like, "Hey man, by the way, Ben Roethlisberger thinks you're a piece of shit." And like, cause that's like, you know, just fucking old Big Ben. And I'm like, he thinks you're a piece of shit, by the way. And I'll just walk away. Let's leave it at that. But
it's so funny about Ian because he's a giant man.
He's big guy.
He can deadlift like
muscular, not fat, big guy.
Easily 700 pounds, 100%. I'm not exaggerating at all. 700 pounds. Seen him do it. Yes. Don't even stop me. Right. Deadlift to 700 pounds.
He's squat 1050.
He's really easy to freak out. Like he scares easy is what I'm trying to say.
Really?
Oh yeah. Like
I've never seen this.
You got to go crazy on him. Like, so a big joke at our work right now has been people being like, "Oh, Charlie, love your podcast."
Oh yeah, cutting you out of it.
Yeah, they're like, "Yeah, the And Charlie podcast. It's my favorite show every Saturday at 5." And finally I had enough of it one day. Ian was saying that, and I walked up to where he was at, and I just like got real wide-eyed and looked at him. He's like, "Get away from me, you psycho!" And I just like jumped on his back and I started doing the Miguel voice. I'm like, "Tell me you like my podcast." I like started biting his neck and stuff. And he's like, "Get off me!" And he's like freaking out. Like he's
that's funny.
Oh, it's so much fun. I love that guy.
All right, so that's it for our shout-out portion. Let's fucking let's get on Miguel here.
Yeah.
Let's turn the mic to you.
Let's talk about
your feelings.
Let's talk about what makes
you get up in the morning. What makes
Miguel tick? What's your deal?
What is your deal? In the words of David Monty.
What if we interview you?
How about we do that?
How much money do you make in a year? Before taxes.
Yeah.
I have no as much as you guys.
Where do you live?
What?
Where do you live?
I'm bright.
Is your mom as hot as you?
Where do you live?
Wow. What do you mean?
Nice hair.
I live on.
I'm a firefighter.
I'm hard and I'm into you.
What?
Well then.
All right.
What kind of interview is this?
That's a Rob and Charlie interview. Am I right?
All right.
All right. No,
Our guests are just going to be people that we bring on the show and sexually harass for an hour.
So we've talked about your year. Talk about that. Give us a little background on you. Let people know what.
I'll tell you what. Why don't we just so Miguel's a really intelligent guy.
Very.
And we've got some intelligent topics that we wanted to talk about on the show.
Okay.
Just big thing we wanted to talk about. 2017 has been like the big year for women. It's been a big like women's push year, like women's rights. I just want to hear, just give me your take on it. Give me an analysis of or a unique perspective.
So we'll do that. We'll hit the topics. We're focused on you, and then we're gonna go into just you. We'll do your own little guest segment.
To answer your question, Rob, for women, like that's hard. For me, that's hard to answer because I don't have like a background in women's studies, and I don't know the plight of the American woman as it stands right now.
Okay.
I don't personally see it.
I do. Hey, sorry. Continue, please.
So I'm really like, I don't really have an opinion about it. Like, they're just up in arms. I'm trying to figure out why. Like, I know people are gonna banter about it.
Yeah,
but I don't think a woman makes less than a man. Like,
I think those days are over.
Any job. Yeah.
Yeah. Like women are, I know, and we've touched it and we're not going to fucking touch it again, but women are allowed in special forces now. Like, there you go. You're on the same, you have arrived. You're on the same fucking level. So.
I don't know, man. The whole, like 2017, I guess was like it was like one of the themes was like, it was like a big year for women's rights.
Yes.
And that's cool to me because of my white male privilege. I guess I don't really see it. But you know what I'm saying? Like,
check your privilege, bro.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
Okay.
And so I support women just as much as men. Like, I don't care.
I love women.
I treat people like an individual. One thing that if I'm gonna bitch about it, what really annoys me is like this big push to diversify different forms of media.
Okay.
Not saying like, oh, like every movie should be like white guys and hot white chicks. Like, I'm not saying that at all.
Yeah.
But when it's like super blatant and obvious what you're trying to do, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, then it just takes away.
Like I know that this movie came out, I think it was last year, the whole Ghostbusters movie.
I was just thinking that.
Yeah.
They made
feminist agenda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They made all the Ghostbusters women, which I really don't care that much about, but it's like, could you
better actresses? Could
you maybe try to hide it like just a fucking little bit?
Yeah.
Like you're shitting on Bill Murray. You know what I mean? Like I thought they were going to bring back the old actors.
That would have been great.
I would have so much rather had that.
I think most people would.
And then it'd be like this weird Hillary 2K16 like girl power push. You know?
I think it would have been fine, but the movie was trash.
Yeah,
I
agree with the producer John. Like, I felt like the women in those roles were the least of the problems in that movie. Like, it was just the problem is it was mostly a comedy movie with like some ghost and supernatural bullshit.
Yeah,
where it should have been like the original Ghostbusters were really the other way around. Like they weren't comedians first. They were just regular guys busting down ghosts with bits of comedy.
Yep.
Well, like I think so. I it's my big pet peeve when they like try to force diversity into different characters and such.
Yeah.
Especially when you have like awesome female characters.
Sure.
So take the Ghostbusters example. That's an example of trying to force diversity.
Yes.
And I don't like it. It feels fake, and I think authenticity is key.
Okay.
But then you have characters like Wonder Woman, which was an awesome, huge hit movie. Killed it. If you want to make women badass, make badass female characters. Don't take a male character. This is a big thing in comic books. They change like Iron Man and Thor to women. They're just women now.
Yeah.
Like, don't try and make an already cool male character into a woman. It's like
you have the recipe.
Okay.
Just put Gal Gadot in a very skimpy outfit.
I gotta stop the line there.
Get in there.
All right. So I read comic books very avidly.
Yes.
There's been a very few amount of people who've read more than I have. Not gloating.
No, but you've read a lot.
But with that said, like read Almighty Thor. It is an amazing story of Jane Foster, who, spoilers alert, of Jane Foster being Thor, and it's just an amazing run on Thor. Like there's so much more to that character now, and it's fleshed out because she is a woman, and she is facing diversity. Like, she's not taking over the Thor role; she's discovering more about Thor.
Okay.
And so, with that said, like, I don't have a problem with these like forced diversity. I just care about the story. Like, is the story good?
Yeah.
And how does it enhance the character?
And that definitely comes first. Like, I don't really care whether it's a man or a woman, obviously, but like, I just hate it when it's so obviously forced.
Yeah,
I'm trying to say
exactly.
Like, or like the chick from the new Star Wars movies, Rey, the character Rey.
Daisy Ridley.
Yeah, she's a female character.
Yes,
who's awesome. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not hard to make a female character who's badass.
Yeah,
but if they just like randomly were like, and Luke's a girl, I'm like,
yeah, when you're trying to force it on,
like you're taking a male character who's gained, credit or popularity or what have you, and just making him a woman. I feel like that almost does a disservice to female actresses and characters and stuff.
The actual problem at hand,
because it makes it seem to me like, oh, you can't just make a good female character. You have to change a cool male character into a chick. I think that's what I'm trying to get at.
All right, no, I can see that, but I think we need to address the real problem, and that is hot girl privilege.
Oh,
because that's a fucking thing. We were talking about this last night. All right, that's we were
talking about this.
It's a real issue. It's plaguing our lives.
Yeah, it is legitimately plaguing every guy at Fort Bragg.
Every man in the world knows about this.
Yeah, like, so people. Actually, I'll go ahead and go ahead and get into it. So we were 2 cents on it.
What got us talking about it last night? We were watching that YouTube video, the bio on the pole vaulter.
Yeah, Allison Stoke, the most beautiful girl in the world.
Absolutely fucking gorgeous.
I want to make Wolverine babies with her.
Yeah, genetics like you wouldn't fucking believe. But here's the thing that we were looking at, and it was like
grace and power.
She sparked the idea, or the conversation, and that was that. And it wasn't that we're not saying she's successful because she's good looking, because she's obviously very talented.
She can beat in sports. Like, there's a measurable.
It's different. She is an athlete, so it's different. However, there are women that are as attractive as her with absolutely nothing to offer anyone. Mm-hmm. And I'm not taking jabs at women. And if you think I am, you can fuck yourself, because that's not what this is about. Because we've already covered that. We've already, in previous episodes, we've all said women are on the same goddamn fucking level. We totally agree with it. However, there are certain women, there's a category, hot girl privilege, where you have nothing to offer. You're not an athlete, you're not an actress, musician, teacher, you're just hot, and you can essentially coast your way through life.
Are you talking about like the Kardashians or the Paris Hiltons of the world?
Yeah, people who are famous for no goddamn fucking reason other than you're all very attractive. Yep. Like, that's a good point. And I'm not even talking about fame. Right, because there's just in general, there are women who will just grow up to be so unbelievably attractive, and they will never have to do anything. They can just, if their moral compass is so out of tune, they can essentially sell their body to a sugar daddy and just be taken care of and never have anything to offer.
I know a chick who I went to high school with who does exactly that. She has like a sugar daddy or several.
Yes,
more than I don't even know. Plural. I might be indulging some of this because I don't know 100% for sure. Haven't talked to her about it.
Yeah,
but she literally is just a hot chick. Had shit grades in school. Like, didn't compete in sports of any kind. Like you're saying, had nothing to offer.
Yeah.
Other than her body. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So it's like, what? You're contributing nothing.
Yeah.
Other than, I want to fuck you. That's literally it.
Yeah.
And you're going to take advantage of that.
That's right. Hot girl privilege.
And it's unfair to not hot chicks.
That's right.
Because
all the ugly ducklings out there.
Huh?
All the ugly ducklings out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Daniel Tosh has that whole bit. He's like, being an ugly woman's like being a man. You're going to have to work.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much, man.
You guys know that you guys are 4 episodes in, and each episode involves a pretty lengthy conversation about women.
Yes.
Okay. Hey, you know why?
Because women are fucking awesome.
I'm a man, and I got 2 things on my mind at all times, and that's killing and fucking. Yeah. All right. I like to throw rocks and I like to sling cock. That's what I'm about. All right.
Lovely. I respect him so much.
I like to go into the woods. I like to fight bears, and then I like to go home to my log cabin and bang my wife.
I'm too afraid.
That's what I like.
I like women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me hear more about that.
I'm just too afraid to talk to them. I respect women so much, I avoid them.
I respect you so much. I don't even want to touch you.
I don't even want to text you.
Even after we get married, I swear to God, I'm not going to fucking look at you.
I'm too afraid to even talk to you through communication.
That man is such a creep. I can't believe he wants to sleep with you. What a horrible asshole.
He doesn't want to sleep with me. He just wants to smell my hair and tell me I'm beautiful.
What did those guys, those white knight characters, those male feminists, are the creepiest, sneakiest little, I hate using this term.
Conniving.
This like little beta male bitches.
Yeah.
Like, I'll treat you so much better because I don't even want to sleep with you.
Take you away from all this.
Yeah. I care about your mind.
No, you don't. I'm so glad you mentioned this because so not this leave, but the leave prior.
Hey, real quick, just in case people don't understand, because now you brought it up a second time. Leave is what you get in the Army. It's called vacation. It's vacation days, which is called leave. So no confusion. Continue.
All right. Anyways, so I have a friend, and he has a fiance, and his my friend was at work, so his fiance wanted to go out to this bar, and she brought along 3 gay friends, and there was one guy who,
fuck yeah, now we're talking,
quote unquote, flaming.
Okay.
And, so we're just like killing some shots. And by the end of the night, she and this other dude were just making out. So I think there's
gay guy.
Yeah, the gay guy. The flaming. Look, I'm not using that as derogatory. That's the way he described himself.
No, yeah. So, I get it. Yeah.
But I just think it's funny that you said like those type of men are the creepiest.
Yeah.
So I don't know if there's like guys taking advantage of women.
They're sneaky.
Yeah.
It's because they're the dudes who couldn't get laid on their own merit or attractiveness, or like they're like the weird opposite end of the spectrum to the hot girl privilege chicks.
Yeah.
That they have nothing to contribute, so they have to like almost make themselves a woman to get in close with women. Yeah. And then maybe for the love of God, just let me smell your hair. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, they're fucking weirdos, man.
Yeah.
You know who you are.
Let me smell your socks. Like they're fucking just
creepy.
Yeah. I need to throw more rocks.
You know, I am by no means fucking Casanova. I'm no fucking lady killer, anything like that. But some of
Johnny,
I'm not completely putting myself down. I do all right. But
I hit chicks, right?
My tattoo artist,
he just hits them.
My tattoo artist gave me the greatest piece of advice, I think, for talking to women ever. And he just goes, "Look, man, the answer is always no unless you ask." And I was like, it blew my mind. It's such a simple concept. Like
talking about Joe?
Yeah, talking about Joe. Shooting Star, Fayetteville. Fucking check them out. They're fantastic. But no, he brought that up, and it's like, obviously, like it's an obvious statement. Like, yeah, the answer is no if you don't ask. But it's just like, it blew my fucking mind to think about it. And then I put it into practice, and I went home when we got our leave, and I was hanging out with a bunch of old buddies of mine, right? Just regular guys, doing their own thing. And we were at an event, a public event, and there was this really attractive woman, and she was by herself. And I was like, man, I'm gonna go talk to her. And my friends, that blew their mind. Like that I was willing to go and actually not just look at her and be like, oh yeah, she's so hot. And be like, no, I'll talk to her. Yeah. Like that blew their fucking, they're like, go do it. Like they was in fucking high school again. I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to
pull her hair and run away.
You don't have to bet me to go talk to her. I'm going to go talk to her. You know what happened? I went up, I asked her how she was doing. She's like, I'm married. I was like, have a great fucking day. I walked away. Dude, like, but that's it. Like whether it's, whether you win, you lose, you get fucking shot down, the answer is always fucking no unless you ask, man.
That's
you gotta get after it, man.
But so I think that mentality is like dying. Like
now it's all 100%.
Social media is killing it.
It's all online dating.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like I don't online date. Like I'm just kind of old-fashioned that way.
Old-fashioned guy.
Yeah, but when people ask me like, oh, why don't you online date? I'm like, because I like to go out. Like I like to meet people.
Yeah.
And they're like, wow, that's weird. Like they find that strange.
It's foreign. It is. Yeah, absolutely.
Head down to the library or the local park, or I don't know. I don't know where
you go to church. Find a good girl at church.
There you go.
I like to pick up chicks at Barnes and Noble.
There you go.
Great place.
Yeah. I go there.
That's actually not a bad idea, dude. If you go on the adoption days, they got a bunch of puppies, and you can just go there and you can play into that shit.
Yeah. No, I go to Barnes and Noble.
Smart, John.
I get a philosophy book.
Oh, wow.
Because I'm trying to play it off like one way smarter than I am. Yeah. I've never done this once before in my life.
You just walk around reading Machiavelli the whole time, sipping a Frappuccino.
I quote it.
Yeah.
I would do some shit like that, but I just like the quiet if I'm being honest.
Yeah. What else? What else happened? A lot of stuff happened.
I'm not done talking about this.
Wow. All right. Wow. Still getting after this one, huh?
Yeah. Just
really fired up.
So you were making the comment about how like it's like a dying like thing
we're talking about this
because of online dating. Segue into
okay,
this.
all right, yeah.
About how like just going up and talking to chicks is a dying art, and it 100% is because it's like it's become so foreign.
It is.
You know,
social media has ruined it.
Yeah, because there's all this like. Because it's ruined it in the sense that it's made a different lane available to talk to women, but it's also ruined it in the sense that like texting, for instance, even like just between like say you and I were texting, we might if we text every day, but you and I never see each other, we're gonna lose like some of our social skills.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then that becomes even more awkward when you get into a situation where you are trying to make your move where it's nerve-wracking even more so than a normal conversation.
Absolutely.
And then have you ever tried talking to a chick who's just super nervous and doesn't know what the fuck to say?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I've been in those situations and I just, thank God I can talk forever and I just ramble.
You kind of do all the work for them.
Yeah, and I'll ask them questions. They'll be like, oh, yeah, like I had a good time at the festival. And I'm like, this one time I listened to a song.
This one time I stared at the sun for 4 hours. I just wanted to see what would happen.
You ever think about that?
You ever think about that?
You ever think about staring at your ceiling in your room at 5 a.m. and contemplating how much you don't want to go to work that day?
Chris D'Elia, everybody.
And you fall into a pit of darkness and despair, and then you just get up and...
All right, Chris D'Elia is going to sue us if you keep going. We don't have lawyers.
Bet he doesn't. Hey, Chris D'Elia, if you're listening, fucking dare ya.
That'd be pretty cool, actually, if you responded.
That'd be amazing. All right, go ahead.
We gotta go ahead. Keep it.
I just wanted to point that out.
No, it's fine. This
President Trump. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, we'll touch on Trump real quick. That is one of them because that was
kind of already got into it a little bit.
I guess. Well, it happened. Fucking real quick. This actually just happened. Kind of ending the year sort of on a somber note. The fire in New York.
Yeah,
it's a pretty bad one.
Heard about that.
12 fucking people died.
This morning.
Yeah, 12 people died. When they fucking went and did their their investigation, there was a 3-year-old in the apartment building who was playing with the burners on a stove.
And that's what caused it?
That's what caused the fire.
Oh, wow.
So a 3-year-old who was fucking around on a stove set his entire apartment building on fire and killed 12 people.
Hashtag ban stoves.
Roasted.
Literally roasted.
Yeah.
Too soon.
Way too soon.
What a burn.
Oh, goddamn.
You guys are just on fire.
It's time to stop.
You have been stopped. No, because I don't want to.
Are you extinguishing my humor?
Wow. Nicely done.
Don't try to water down my podcast.
No, dude, keep going, man. Yeah. You're on fire. Keep going.
People died.
No, but actually, it was pretty bad. It's not a huge topic to go over. It's just kind of a current event, which I thought was kind of funny. And I had said something about it the last day we were at work on Thursday. We had some of our guys who were going to go to the board. And one of the things they do, like when you go in there, the president of the board and all them, they ask you current event questions.
Explain what a board
is. Yeah,
is.
sorry. So in the military, you have, or at least in the Army, and I'm not going to speak for everyone else, but in the Army, there is it's called a board, and you but you go into a room and it's full of very high-ranking people. It's usually a group of first sergeants and Sergeant Major. Haugen, correct me if I'm wrong.
No,
you've been to several boards. And they ask you questions, they ask you knowledge, current events about yourself. And it usually is usually it's a promotion board. There is a Soldier of the Month board, which is kind of like an Employee of the Month. You do the same thing, you go to a board, but also if you're going to go to from being like a enlisted, and then you're going to be a non-commissioned officer, NCO, like a sergeant or something, you go to a promotion board. So we had some guys who were going to that, and they had you know, they were all like talking about current events, and they all had the same fucking current event. Why? Because that day they all went and looked up news, and it was the bombing that happened over in the Middle East. I don't even know about it. I didn't read into it. I'm not gonna try to talk about it. But they all had the same thing, and at one point I was like, "Hey, man, if you all go in there with the same goddamn current event, you're gonna look like a bunch of asshats."
And then you plugged the podcast.
Yeah, and then I was like, "By the way, dude, figure it out. Saturdays at 5. Yeah. Rob and Charlie."
Yeah.
I think I did that after formation. I'm pretty sure we finished up, and I was like,
do it every chance I
like,
get.
figure it out. But anyways, so I thought that was kind of funny. They were all talking about the same thing. So that's it. Fire. It was bad. People died. Really shitty.
One of the things I wanted to bring up was something Johnny told me. Apparently, there was a kid who had just gotten back from basic training.
Okay.
It was an apartment, right?
Yeah.
An apartment fire?
In North Carolina or New York?
In New York.
It was an apartment, right?
It was an apartment. Yeah, it was a big
apartment building.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
So there was a kid there who was like a National Guard Cooper or something like that, who had just gotten back from basic training, and apparently he saved like 10 people's lives, like getting them out of the fire.
Wow.
Like, and he was one of the people who died actually, because he was going in and like he just kept going back
just
and
all
forth
the
and saving
smoke,
people.
inhalation.
So shout out to that nasty girl.
Yeah, dude, good for you, man. Getting the fuck after it. Heroes exist, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, not anymore.
Wow. He's Jesus Christ.
R.I.P. though. That's fuck. He should get something. Me and Johnny were talking about it because he just got out of basic training, and all he's got is like his marksman medal or something like that.
He will. He'll end up getting something.
He's in his dress blues, like just
saving
people.
He's nothing there. Yeah, he showed up like the D got back at his ASUs, and he's in his dress uniform. Like, I got to do this.
I tell you what, though, you would never get that out of like a 2-year specialist or something. They'd be like, "Oh, not my job."
It's fucking hot in there, dude. You just want to get drunk.
Firefighters got it.
Yeah,
not my job, not my problem.
Yeah, dude. Fucking
downgrade before we go in there.
Fucking sham artist, dude. We'd see that shit and be like, "Fuck that! It's fucking hot. Let's get drunk." It's not my fucking job.
Yeah.
No, but seriously, it was really bad. People died. That's fucking horrible.
Yeah.
And if that guy did fucking save a bunch of people, dude, that's fucking awesome. And those people should be extremely grateful that they're fucking alive. It's fucking, dude, bad motherfucker of the week. This guy.
Bam. All right, so I will say, like, this year is about, like, to me, there's been a lot of stories of, like, guys off duty, like, just saving people, like the mass shooting in Vegas.
Yeah.
I hear, like, a lot of, like, veterans were just saving people.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking awesome.
It's like a fight or flight thing, man, you know? You just gotta, I think, and I'm not gonna like fucking sit here and drum up the military, like, and everyone who's off duty and is like, yeah, we're fucking heroes. We jump at the first opportunity. No, like a lot of times you can see some shit and you be like, not my fucking problem. Maybe you shouldn't have mouthed off to him, you know. But like I think at other times, like I think you do. I think it's like a fantasy where you just like, it's like when you were younger and you like always fantasize about finding someone's wallet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like. I always did that
with that wallet,
stealing the money inside of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I didn't fantasize about that. I'll be honest, I've never fantasized.
I had to fantasize about it because I could never find the fucking wallets.
That's never been like, I don't know.
You never thought about that?
I mean, you ever think about that?
You ever think about that?
No, I mean, like I've thought about it, but like when I was younger, I used to like in this realm of discussion, I used to think more about like maybe if I saw like a kid a couple grades younger getting bullied or something and like whooping the bully's ass. Like that was my little fucking heroic fantasy.
Oh.
No, but I think that goes in.
I didn't fantasize about jacking people's shit.
About
what were you talking? Why did you bring up the wallet?
Oh.
Yeah, what was your point?
Yeah, sorry, we got off topic. No, the point about the wallet was like I feel like there is and because I've had it happen. Like I used to work at a grocery store and people would like leave their wallets and purses and shit in the shopping carts all the fucking time. And I find like, oh shit. And I grab it and like bring it to the counter and be like, hey, I found this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, someone's going to come back and they're going to get their wallet. And they're going to be like, you know, even if it's like the next day, they're like, oh my God, I forgot my wallet. And they go back to the store and it's there. And it's like, cool, man. Like I think.
Damn, your heroic fantasy sucks.
Yeah, they're really bad.
Mine was way cooler.
Mine are super realistic though. You know, I accomplished mine. So fuck yourself. How many times did you break up a bully fight?
I was beating up. I've done that. So fuck off.
All right. Well, let me finish what I'm getting at then. Let me get back to it. So it doesn't sound like I'm just talking about random people's fucking wallets so much.
You just stealing bitches' credit cards.
Yeah, just like
you're listening, secure your wallets.
Yeah. I'm like finding wallets and I'm like, Jane Kowski 281 Circle Drive.
You got it. You steal them just to return them?
Yeah. I fucking like, I try to make sure they drop their wallets and shit just so I can like fucking bring it back to them and be like, I found this. The money was already gone. But here it is. But yeah, here. No, what I'm getting at though is I think there's a in most people, I would like to think it's most people, that there is a inner like drive to want to do good things, like to want to help other people. So I think that's what goes back to it. Like, especially like us, like we all have that. If you're in any military branch, even if it's just for the guys you work with, even if you hate the entire fucking civilian world, with the people you work with, though, you have a very tight bond, and you'd want to help them. You'd want to be like, if they were in a fight, you'd jump in. If they,
definitely,
if they were, let's say you have that inside of you, whether you think you're a nice person or like me and you're a fucking asshole, there's still that part where it's just like, you do want to help.
You can attest to this because you've seen it. I'm the worst when it comes to wanting to help people.
Yeah.
I will go out of my way for the dumbest reasons.
Yeah. But when you do help people, it's gold medals.
Yeah.
You give all your effort.
I really do.
Yeah. You get after it.
Charlie has hit me up before and he's been like, hey man, I know this is a lot to ask of you. I need to borrow some money. And in my head, I'm like, all right, cool, man. Like I'm thinking he needs to borrow like $5,000 or something like that. I'm like, and I'm 100% prepared to give it to him. I'm like, all right, how much money do you need? He goes, I need like $300. I'm like, oh, cool, dude. Fuck it, man. Take it.
Here you go, man. Anything else? You want to fuck my wife while you're at it?
I like you.
I like you. Very nice. Very nice. All right, and now we're getting sued by Sacha Baron Cohen as well. Standing. All right, let's move on to the viewer questions.
Yeah,
we'll move on to that, and then we're going to finish it up with our guest segment. We're gonna focus it completely on you. So some of the questions we got asked. Are we covering the tobacco one this episode?
Yeah, why not?
Okay,
go for it.
So one of our viewers sent into the email, and their question was, why is it that tobacco is so well received in the military, which it is, whether you dip or smoke, fucking whatever. It's not frowned upon. It's at some points I feel like it's encouraged. Like, hey man, fucking you smoke, you dip, why not? What the fuck's the matter with you? However, in the civilian aspect, it's bad for you, and it's there's
disgusting.
Yeah, it's bad, and people don't like it and all that. And how Miguel, you can back me up on this. Like when we went to Canada, their cigarette packs and shit showed people dying. Like there was pictures of people like real pictures of people dying. And that was foreign to us where, you go buy a pack of Marlboros in the States and it's like, hey man, 50 cents off this pack. And you're like, fucking sweet, dude. Then you go to Canada and it's a guy dying in a fucking hospital bed because he's smoking. Like that's like, and it's weird. Not weird, but it's interesting to see that change,
It'd be funny if it was dudes just like dying from car accidents or something. That has nothing to do with it.
There's a guy on the back of the car and he's on fire. And it's just like, this man caught on fire.
Because of his cigarette.
Because he was smoking. Yeah.
If you light cigarettes, you will spontaneously burst into flames.
I don't know though, man. I don't know. I don't have the answer to that. Why I think it's received well in the military and why I think it's not received so well in a civilian application.
I think it's a lot of reasons. Like one is, so actually a large part of the military comes from the South.
Yes.
And tobacco is a cash crop. So I think it just is a background thing. Second is we're expected to work long hours.
Yes.
And nicotine keeps you up.
It does. Yeah. Plus it's fucking great. Am I right?
Oh yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
And then lastly, I think it's just a culture thing. It's just there is this mentality in the military that you can die anytime. Do your job.
Yeah.
Might as well live it up.
Yeah. No, and I agree. I fully, and I think that's actually a really good point. Like I think especially like us, right? Like I know every time I go for a jump, I'm like, well, this could be it because that shit's fucking silly. So I'm always like, you know what, this could be it. So, I think there is. I think that's a really good point that we kind of might have that little mentality. Yeah. So it's like,
it's a very rock and roll lifestyle.
Yeah, dude. Like you're gonna go out.
Rock stars.
You're a fucking rock star.
I think another thing too, like just another aspect of it is like I've smoked occasionally, but like I don't anymore. Like I've kind of
you've toned it down a lot.
I haven't smoked in like a really long time.
Yeah,
like cigarettes or anything.
Hey.
I don't dip. I've tried it. Don't like it. Not my thing. But like when I was first in like basic training, like I would see like my drill sergeants dipping or like my first sergeant, like I thought they were badass. You know,
yeah, especially in they're like your higher ups.
Yeah, like it was like it like looked cool. So like it was like the cool thing to do. Like,
yeah,
like you know what I mean. So like
absolutely,
there's like that influence of it. Like,
yeah,
especially with dip. Dip's a big one in the Army.
Oh, it's huge.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
It's huge. So yeah, hopefully that satisfies the viewer on our take on that.
Keep it coming.
Yeah, keep them rolling.
One of the questions that, what's up, Johnny?
Doesn't matter.
We don't care.
Yep, keep going.
But
myself at night.
Hey, but
we can go however long we
Yeah.
want. There's no real time limit.
Yeah, we're good, man.
I'm
Just
enjoying this.
keep it rolling. We still haven't even got to our guest segment, so
Yeah. Oh,
we got time.
Hey, real quick, Ian Stenson says, "Wow, Miguel Haugen and not me."
We want you on the show, Ian.
Go get a fucking car.
We actually, because of Miguel being on, Ian's got his own segment now. Ian's not going to be he's not going to be a single guest. Ian's going to be like every other episode. He shows up for like.
We'll have to record things like and then play them
and then
like middle of the show.
So
Ian, be your soundbite.
Ian, settle the fuck down. You got your own goddamn segment coming, so chill out.
But
Question.
Yeah, one of the questions I thought was kind of interesting, even though it's a really random question, but it was like if you could own any kind of business, like what business would you own?
Okay.
And I just thought it was interesting. So go ahead.
It's a good one.
Either of you go for it.
Yeah, Miguel. If you could own
I'm trying to think.
All right,
That's actually a really good one.
Yeah.
I was cocked, locked, and ready to rock with this one.
Get
If I could have my
after it.
own business,
Let
I'm
me
going to
hear
start a brothel. It's going to be pirate themed, and it's called the Slippery Peg. Yep, that is what I'm doing. Yes.
I swore you were going to say guns, but
Nope.
Okay, I'm not. I'm a fan of the way that you.
Nope.
The way that you.
I want a
took it.
pirate themed brothel called the Slippery Peg.
Yeah.
Yep, like we serve rum, a lot of it, and people say arg, and the DJ just plays shanties, and you just get fucked.
Just rum, shanties, and dick.
Yeah, just getting after it.
That is what we're talking about.
Totally
right?
talking about. Yes, same page.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Not kidding.
Not kidding. Yeah, that's what I would do.
Is that really the business you would open up?
Yeah, probably.
If like we talked about, if prostitution was legal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, that's
You know how fucking great that would be? Like,
I feel like they would tax the fuck out.
that's
of it.
fine. They get fucking tax me and all my booties.
Yeah.
Iron booty. Fucking
I
legendary.
think I would own like a record label. I don't know why. I've always
That'd be
wanted.
cool.
There's money in that.
Yeah, but I've always wanted to tell people that they're talentless or.
That's the only reason he wants to do it.
Yeah,
to be like, you suck.
You're terrible.
Get the fuck out of my studio.
Honey, you can't sing.
You're dumb.
Oh,
What would you do, Robert?
hold on one second while we're talking about Miguel and his record label.
Yes.
Can you make a freaking theme song for us?
Yeah, we need
We've
an
been
intro.
meaning to
All
talk
right,
to you.
we'll sit down and talk.
This is the
All right.
first time I've sat down and like seen you for any length
been a
of time
while.
in a hot
Yeah.
minute. No, DJ Neutrino, or isn't that your old name? Don't you have a new one?
DJ Shrapnel.
Yeah, thanks to either Ian Stinson or Dominic Sacco.
Yep. DJ Shrapnel.
Trapnel.
Yeah.
Sorry, Shrapnel. Shrapnel's the real word.
Yeah.
No, but
Yeah,
Miguel's
it's
a
fucking lit.
Miguel's a really sick DJ.
He's wild.
We've been talking for a while about having him like.
He threw us a
drum up
rave in
intro for us.
Iraq.
Yeah, and we had a rave in Iraq.
Yeah, it's pretty
It was
wild.
awesome.
All right, what's your business? What would you do?
Definitely a tattoo shop.
All right, cool.
I would totally own a tattoo shop.
I like it.
If I could do anything,
Yeah.
I would be a tattoo artist, but can't
Okay.
because I'm
Can't draw.
can't even write
Yeah.
because I'm retarded.
I'm dumb.
But no, if I could do anything and be halfway proficient at it, I wish I could be a tattoo artist.
Yeah.
I just love tattoo art. I think it's so dope. But I could realistically like invest in a tattoo shop with like, you know, and then hire people who can actually do
You actually can work.
And then I could just
who
be
actually
a-
tattoo.
It's like my little fantasy. Like I could be around the art. You know what I mean? Like talk to the people who
Get
are
tattoos
into
for
it.
free.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All right.
Like, that would be if I could own any business, I would 100% own a tattoo shop.
I like it. John, have we got any Facebook questions? We'll hit that, and then
Yes.
that way, while we're still doing questions, we can incorporate Miguel and then
Let's see.
move it
So
on.
you talk about what Ron's question was: Mike Tyson versus Sonny Liston. You said you wanted to hit.
You. That's all you. I'm not a
Yeah,
boxer
me
guy,
neither. I don't
and
even know
I'm
who this
Yeah.
not.
Okay. Well. Yeah. All right. So I'll give my take on it, but since neither of you are like that, into
It's just gonna be
I'll
only
just-
your take.
I'll just
so
say I'll just do it real quick.
whatever you want.
Sonny Liston versus Mike Tyson. I'm assuming we're talking prime because if we're talking now, draw. They're both gonna die. Like they're
Heart attack.
dead. But no, if we're talking prime, Sonny Liston is a bad motherfucker, but Tyson makes me want to like kill myself before he can look at me. He was just that scary.
Yeah.
You know? That's a tough one. Sonny Liston was a badass. He was probably a little bit more definitely a more technical boxer, but you know what? Fuck it. Brute strength. I'm going with Tyson.
All right. There you go.
I would get, if I had someone who maybe, I'm not like the biggest boxing head, but someone who knew more, I'd go back and forth.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'll say Tyson.
All right. What else, John?
And the other one is from Andrew DeJesus. Is that how you say the name?
Yeah.
Sure. Is that who I think it is?
Sergeant Jesus.
Oh, outstanding.
From Sergeant Jesus.
Great.
What's your guys' opinion on how we always have a filter in today's society?
That's a good one because we have to have a filter on the show.
The fuck is a filter?
The thing that keeps us from getting arrested, essentially.
Okay, so
I think it's bullshit. That's the answer to the question. It's fucking bullshit.
This guy is my direct line supervisor, my boss, my first boss, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
So you have a filter?
No. But we had an experience recently, not he and I, but we know someone who they didn't even say anything wrong, in my opinion, but someone else that we work with decided that they were offended by what they said.
Mm-hmm.
And so it became this whole thing. There was paperwork that had to be filled out and like blah, blah. Then it got ripped up because it was bullshit. But now because of someone saying like, oh, you did this to me or what have you, now that person, the person who made the claim is now in a weird position. Like, we don't know if we can joke with him, you know, or like, and like, as much as like you want to try and like be cool with everybody and like bring everybody in and like have like that like we talk about like that one of the guys mentality. It's going to be infinitely difficult because now I don't know what I can say around like certain people.
No, I agree. I think it's bullshit. I think when it comes to filtering, filter out racism, filter out derogatory, sexist, filter out shit that's gonna fucking hurt people. And as long as you're not fucking hurting anybody, it's what we've said about almost every topic we talk about that could be like that. As long as you're not fucking hurting anybody, man, get after it. That's what I think. But I think you should be smart, right? I'm not saying that, and obviously there is a filter. Like he's right. There is absolutely a social filter right now. I think it's bullshit. I think don't fucking hurt people. Don't set out to hurt anybody. If you do, fucking apologize. Be like, hey man, sorry, I didn't know that offended you. My bad. Move the fuck on. And then fucking call it good, dude.
Yeah, if you overstep your boundaries, because we're human, we fuck up, we make mistakes. That's when you
own it.
You man up and you own it and you say, hey, my fault, I made a mistake.
My bad.
That's it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What do you think? Like, do you have any? I feel like Charlie and I are like of one mind on this issue.
Yeah.
I'm kind of on the fence about it because I can't see how. Like I'm all for like derogatory jokes and
sure.
I just hate that we're in this culture where
that right?
words are, what are you doing?
Don't say it.
What's he doing? Don't say it.
Don't say it.
I know you're gonna say it.
Don't say it. We're not.
Just say it.
You're a rice goblin.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
He's my friend, and he knows I'm kidding. That's the thing.
No,
I would never say that to somebody who I didn't know.
Hagen's gonna tell us what he thinks.
You sons of bitches. Anyways, so we live in this culture where like words hurt, and it's almost like it's almost okay to be the victim now. Like people try and victimize themselves, and I feel like if you cater to that, that's all you're gonna breed.
Yeah.
So. Like, I don't know what happened to, like, people who are strong or who can rise above certain occasions.
Yeah.
So, but
all right. Good enough.
We watched a movie in Iraq called Shot Caller. Awesome movie if you haven't seen it.
Yeah.
But there's a quote from it that I really liked. It's a movie where a guy goes to prison and he has to join up with a white supremacist gang. That's the basic premise of the movie.
Yeah, no spoilers. Great movie, though. Check it out.
Yeah, definitely get in there.
Yeah.
But one of the quotes from the movie I really liked, it was talking about the first time he had to kill somebody.
Yeah.
And it's like a slow motion scene, super intense, really cool. Awesome piece of cinema, if you will.
Cinematography.
But there's a quote when he's doing the whole slow motion scene. It says, in here, you're either a warrior or a victim. There is no in between.
Yeah.
And I just thought that was a really cool quote because that can be easily applied to life.
So
it's like, are you gonna let things get under your skin, and are you gonna let people like define you, or are you gonna let people affect your mood?
Yeah.
Or are you just gonna say fuck it and like throw rocks and
roll
slink
over
off, you know what I mean?
Roll over and die.
Yeah, like just don't let other people's actions or intentions like affect you so much.
Yeah.
Just be a badass. Like don't even be a badass. Just be a normal person and don't be an asshole.
Yeah.
And don't let people bother you so much.
Fucking get over it, man.
Yeah.
All right, John, anything else before we move on?
We'll do like 2 more.
If there is even 2 more.
Stinson compliments Charlie Hibbs on his show.
Thanks, man. I got 2 really good guests tonight.
I'm coming for you, Ian.
Anything else?
No, they're just regular comments.
All right. So we're gonna finish this up. Haugen, we're just gonna turn it over to you. Whatever you want. Give us a background, who you are, and when I say us, I mean the audience.
I feel like there's the board now. Like
just ramble. We're just gonna sit back and enjoy it. Talk about whatever you want. Tell us anything.
Anything you want to talk about.
This is all you, man. This is your segment.
You show up to a podcast 5 minutes before it starts. You better come ready to go.
So, just give us a little background. Tell us about where you're from.
From Seattle, Washington.
Okay.
Went to the University of Washington.
What did you study?
Mathematics.
Okay.
That's not a stereotype. Like people always laugh about mathematics. Like I think Forbes magazine like repeatedly pushed out like it's probably one of the most beneficial degrees you can have because you can work in finance, you can work in business.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of these like corporations that they have to deal in big numbers and they have to generate models to see what their future looks like.
Okay.
All that takes math.
Yeah.
You know, so
solid.
People laugh. They think I just do equations for fun, which I do.
You do.
You do.
Shout out to Tyler Kragenbrink and Ricky Seaboy.
Fucking smart guys. Probably the 3 smartest guys I know is you, Ricky, and Tyler.
Definitely.
Yeah. So, all right. So you went to the University of Washington. You studied for mathematics.
Decided I wanted to serve my country.
Okay.
Well, so the real story is like I was really sick and tired of like my peers in college. Like they were always like bitching and whining, and they have no idea like what a hard life felt like.
Yeah.
And neither did I. Like I'm not high and mighty, but my dad grew up in North Dakota. He came from like a farm, and you can just look at him and you know he knows what a hard life looks like.
Yeah.
So I decided to go enlist in the Army, and I'm discovering it every fucking day. So
right on. Rob, any questions? We're not done. This is a segment. So
there's a story. There is a story, and you know the one I'm talking about, and you can feel free to share it or not on the podcast. But I invite you to do so if you want to.
Fuck you!
You don't have to. That's why I'm being super cryptic with it. He knows. You don't have to share it if you don't want to. Yeah, everybody knows it.
Okay.
What's the story you think about when you think of like, like stories Miguel has? Do you want to share it, or am I just going to honey dip the audience?
I'll do it.
All right, get after it.
It's really a joke, and the title of it's like my rape story.
Haugen's rape.
Yes, Haugen's rape story.
Great story.
Now we're going to poke fun at rape.
Damn it. Anyways,
we hit race, sexism. Now we're going to talk about rape.
Get after
Haugen stories.
Yep.
Anyway, so I'm in college, and and so the way my apartment looked in college is pretty much like the barracks. Like there's a common room, but aside from like one other roommate, I had like 4 of them.
Okay.
Right, and there's like only one girl in the bunch, and her name's Jane. Just anonymous.
Yeah.
She ever looks this up?
No, that's fine.
Anyways,
we always change names for stories.
Well, hopefully she doesn't. She's Chinese, so.
Okay.
Anyways, so.
So you meant Ching.
Wow. Jesus Christ.
Anyway.
We're fucking throwing all the punches today. Continue.
So, I used to go like study in the common room, and she used to always be there, and she was really nice. And one day, like I was just studying, and she, forgive my accent, but she goes, Miguel. I go, what's up, Cindy? And she goes,
you just said her real name, by the way.
Fuck. Anyways, so her new fake name is Cindy.
Okay. Right. Actually, I don't even know her real name, so that could have been another fake one. Just keep changing it. Just keep the name. Next time it's
so what's up, May?
Pi May.
Yeah, anyways.
Yeah. So she comes up to you.
So she goes, I have a problem. I go, what's that? She goes, my lease is up next week, but school doesn't, or this quarter doesn't finish until like in 2 weeks. I go, and she goes, I don't have a place to stay for like, I just need 1 more week. And then at the end of last day, I go back to China. I go, don't you have any friends? like just stay with them, because that's what she's alluding to.
Yeah.
She goes, my friends don't want me to stay with them. I go, this is weird. So, so I go, hey, give it 3 days, like ask around, and I'll be your last resort. So
yeah, good guy, great guy.
Yeah,
young guy,
great guy.
All right, so I don't even think she asked anybody. She just thought I just
let 3 days go by.
Yeah. So she goes. I see her again. She goes, yeah, they won't let me stay with them. I go, well, a bunch of assholes. So, and she's only staying with me for like, realistically, it was only like 5 days. So she, so we went, so I had agreed upon it. So we went out, we bought one of those blow-up mattresses, and that's where she slept on. So,
or did she?
Hold on. This, as you guys already know, this becomes very like sexually explicit. I don't know how sexually explicit.
Oh, you can get after it.
This is free speech.
Yeah.
Say whatever you want. Tell the story.
Yeah, you
tell
can.
this.
Continue.
All right.
Undress to your comfort.
Continue.
Anyway,
viewer discretion is advised.
Because of this, like no one's gonna come on the show. I hope you guys know this.
That's
anyways.
Fine.
Doubt it.
Yeah, I do.
Actually, after this, we're gonna probably have more requests than we ever have.
All right.
This will be our most popular episode.
So you get this blow-up mattress, and at this time, like I'm in ROTC, so it's like fake Army if you're in college. That's what it is.
Yes. Reserve Officer Training Corps.
Yeah, it's fucking bullshit. Anyway, so I'm in. So it's our first night. She's in these like super conservative like pajamas. I'll touch on that later on. And I'm in bed, and I have to wake up for PT, and for some reason ROTC has
physical training,
which is just exercises in the morning. But I have for some reason like PT was at 05 every day in ROTC.
That's fucking early.
It is. And
that's 5 in the morning, by the way.
So I had to wake up at 4 in the morning. So I remember like my alarm goes off, and I kind of wake up. I'm still really groggy, and like there's something like really heavy on my chest, and I thought I was having a heart attack. So,
I'm dying.
I'm like, I feel there's something there. So I push up and I throw whatever on top of my chest, and it's her. She's like sleeping on my chest like a cat. And in fact, I even hear her. She goes, because I threw her up against the wall.
Fucking launched her across the wall. And launched her across the room.
And I'm like, Cindy? And she goes,
God damn it.
She goes, Miguel, I'm so sorry. And then she runs out of the room. I don't know where she goes. And
she disappears.
And I had to make it for PT. So I go in there, and I never see her throughout the rest of the day. And around like 8 o'clock at night, like I see her again, and she goes immediately to bed. She doesn't even want to talk about it. And next day, again, I have to wake up for PT, and my alarm goes off. I remember having this like super bad taste in my mouth, and it's her. She's making out with me.
Oh my god!
As I'm sleeping.
That's fucking terrifying.
And I look at her, I'm like, Cindy, what the fuck is going on? And she goes, I'm so sorry. And then she runs. She
fucking runs away again.
I don't know. I guess I was just tired that morning because I never once chased after her. So
you can give consent.
So,
continue.
But it's the same thing. It's like I don't see her for the rest of the day. Like I come back from PT to change, but she's not in the room. I don't know where the fuck she's at.
Okay.
And same thing. Like she comes back at 8 and then goes straight to bed. And the whole time, in hindsight, I really don't know what I would have done. Like I can't just kick her out of the room or wake her. And I think I was like too chicken shit to ask. I don't know why. But so the next day she's I get woken up again. But this time, it's because my genitals hurt. And it's because she is clutching them like Cobra Kung Fu Death Grip.
Like you're stuck on a boat, and it's the only motor that's going to take you home.
Yeah. And it doesn't help that she had these like really long fingernails.
Oh man, gnarly.
I remember because she just had them done.
Wait, so she's just like just yanking your ball bag, or
no? She's not even moving it. Like she's and it's like something from like a cartoon. Like her hand, like they're gripping.
She's trying to use your dick as a joystick. She's playing Galaga at a fucking circa 1970s arcade.
And I don't know if I was like too nice of a guy, but I didn't want to wake her up. So I'm like prying one finger.
Wait, she's asleep.
She's asleep.
She fell asleep playing Galaga on your dick.
I think so. I don't know.
She fell asleep playing Dickaga.
She was sleep raping you.
But
oh my god.
So just like a cartoon, like death grip, and then I like pry a finger, and then I pry another one, and then the other one will come back. I'm like, so I had to wake her up because I had to go to PT. So
let me just shake this off real quick.
Oh my god.
So I'm like, Cindy, please let go. And she goes,
please.
She's like on the verge of crying, and she runs out because I guess she's so embarrassed.
What the fuck is going on?
Thursday wasn't a PT day, so maybe she did something and I slept through it. I don't know. So
he doesn't know.
Yeah, I have no idea. To this day, I wonder.
And when I woke up, she was gone. So I don't know if she had like an early class.
Woke up with this thing on my ass. Isn't that weird?
My ass really hurt the next day.
And then the last night, I wake up, or same thing. I don't see her, and then she comes home like really late that day. I don't think I even see her, but she unfortunately had the key to my room. But so I wake up, and she's no longer in these pajamas. I fucked up for her. So I wake up because something keeps moving me, and it's her, and she's grinding on me. But this time she's wearing like this lace seductive. It's like this weird belly dancer, like sexy belly dancer outfit. Like
okay.
Wait, I gotta stop real quick because I know the answer to this question because we've talked about it, but the audience doesn't. Was she attractive?
All right, I've shown pictures to guys. They all say she is. I didn't find. Well,
you didn't find her attractive.
I didn't find her attractive because
that kind of changes the situation.
Yeah, it does. It does.
But maybe I'm just not nice of a guy. But I don't take advantage of women. But
especially when you're sleeping.
I think she was taking advantage of you.
Yeah, it sounds like you were the one getting taken advantage of. But continue.
It's my rape story.
Yeah, so she's in her little belly dancer outfit, grinding on you. Fucking Jasmine Aladdin up in this bitch.
Yeah, and at this point, like I tried to like talk to her, and she just would not. She wouldn't say anything. Like
she just kept grinding on you.
No, I eventually had to say, hey, I'm going to be late for PT. I got to fucking go. So she didn't run away that time. And then I get done with PT, and I think I don't see her. And then I get done with my last class, and I come home, and she's there, and she has all her bags packed. Like the blow-up mattress is like folded up. And she goes, oh, thank you, Miguel, for letting me stay. I go, hey, we should probably fucking talk about this.
Yeah.
And
finally.
And she goes, look, please don't tell anybody. And that's why it's my rape story.
Yeah.
Because he told me to keep my mouth shut or else he'll slit my throat. Like a real rapist would.
And now you're telling the internet.
That's right.
Fuck yeah.
That's right.
I'm so proud of how far you've come.
Legendary.
So,
fantastic.
She goes, yeah, please don't tell anybody. She goes, I'm really embarrassed by it. And she goes, I really like you. Like you're a good guy, but I need to go back to China. So she leaves. I never see her again.
Outstanding. That's what a fucking.
That's a classic Hollywood meat and potatoes Harvey Weinstein rape story.
Just getting all rubbed up on.
It's so funny.
I'll give you that part, Blummy.
Keep your mouth shut. I'm going back to China.
And yeah,
damn,
that's a
legendary.
Legendary.
That's a good way to close the show.
That's my biography, by the way.
That's all you need to know about Miguel. So
man.
We'll start wrapping it up.
Closing notes. You got anything?
Look, man, don't hurt anybody. Don't hurt yourself. Fucking live life, love life. Drink coffee, work out.
Yeah.
What else do you need?
No, it was a good episode. Shout out to Miguel. Thanks for coming on the show.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for coming on, man.
Like, comment, subscribe,
all
share. Check out the Facebook page. Email us. Yeah, we'll post the email on the bottom of this episode.
Yep.
Other than that, man, thanks for tuning in. See y'all next week. See you later, you filthy bitches. Figure it out.
Figure it the fuck out, stupid.